just a sec. Oh, here we go. Jamie's hiding in the corner. We are finishing up paint on the walls. You can see, I'll give you a little pan around. Jamie's been working hard all day, but she can't get the high spot super great. So I'm going to be doing that.
But I did get all of that. Show them I did all of that.
Yeah, she did that. We've got the curtains down over the bay window there and the sliding door. And then the Christmas tree. Oh, close up of me. Hey, guys.
Christmas tree's coming down tonight.
Is it tonight?
Yeah, it's coming down tonight.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we need to be ready for tomorrow to paint the living room, so all the Christmas decorations.
All right, so I've got the extension, and I'm going to be painting.
You're going to start over on this wall, so that'll be the same.
But let me get comments going.
You should tell. If you want to match the cabinets, make sure they're sealed first.
Oh yeah, we went and matched the paint, but it was just on a board, and we hadn't sealed it first, and so the wall paint is slightly lighter. It's not quite as creamy, because once we sealed the DIY, the white swan got a little creamier color.
All the DIY paint gets richer when you seal it. I didn't think about that. So now, if anything, you want your walls to be creamier than your cabinets, because then it makes your cabinets look yellow. But I'm hoping when we switch out to the new light bulbs, that it'll be fine. It's probably only noticeable to us because right here it's a very minimal.
All right, I'm back here in the corner. I'm gonna be going up high. Right now I gotta pour some paint though, so. I'm hiding behind all this decor that used to be up on top of the fridge. Yeah. Here, I'll bring you down so you're not looking at the ceiling.
We are not professional painters, FYI.
Yes, we are. We're not professional house painters.
My dad would always cringes at the way I paint walls. And I don't like painting walls, let me tell you.
So we got 5 gallons of this paint. That's kind of the wrong tint.
That's alright, it'll be fine. I'm not changing it out now.
She was fretting about it earlier once she got the first coat on.
But it actually got dark. It's getting darker now that I'm adding an extra coat. And the paint that we're using is Behr Marquee. It's their most expensive paint. We're both tired and we wanted good coverage. It's supposed to be 1 coat, but it's not guaranteed if it's a color match.
And we're painting over this darker gray color. So.
But it's only taking 2 coats, which is really good. And we didn't prime it, so I would say 2 coats is pretty good. It's worth the extra money to buy good paint. And it's supposed to be really washable and mildew resistant.
So Alex asks if we're loving it. I'll let you answer that question. Are you
What am I loving? Painting?
Painting the kitchen. I think she's referring to the white.
Alright, I love the white. I absolutely love the white. In fact, every time I come around the corner and I see this wall, it's over this way that you can't see, and it's all done. I absolutely love it. I'm really into like the farmhouse look, and the easiest way to get that is to go all white. Plus, it's going to be great for photography and videoing. And it's so clean, like pristine and clean looking. And my goal for 2018 is to keep a clean, organized house, which is hard because I'm artistic.
Some of her previous decor may not match
the white.
We're gonna have to get some other things going.
Oh darn, you mean I have to go shopping?
No, you're gonna have to make it all. No shopping. Arts and crafts for the YouTube channel. Come on.
Arts and crafts? I'm not gonna make everything.
Yeah, you can do it.
Who am I, Debbie Beard? She's doing 1 room at a time. Everything in her house is DIY. I'm like, that is a lofty goal, my friend. I do a lot of DIY, but I also do a lot of DIY. Because if I could buy it cheaper.
All they can see right now is your legs.
Oh, sorry guys.
Here, I'll go up high so you can see Jamie.
Well, I don't know that you need to see me. I'm just...
We're just painting and talking to you guys, showing you kind of the finished look.
We have vaulted ceilings, so it makes it...
Oh, something I've been working on all day, which is why we decided to go live. This is the reason we decided to go live, because I've been doing this all day, and I do not have time to edit a video. We trimmed out the...
Yeah, I have been painting walls all day by myself because he's been doing that.
Sorry. So we trimmed out the island. It's currently, the putty's drying on it. The bottom boards are not, they're not stapled, or they're not nailed on, because we're going to pull them off when we finish the floors here in a couple days. Actually, we were supposed to be starting that tomorrow. We're like a day and a half behind. Christmas has thrown us off. But it's kind of got that board and batten look, and I put some of the Lynn corbels that we have up on our website. I made a couple of those.
You didn't just do that. You also made 2 extra sets for the website today.
Yeah, I had to make some website orders as well. But that's the island now, and we'll get that painted here in a little while.
That'll just be like the cabinets, so it'll be the DIY paint with the poly.
But I have a full video, I recorded it today, of me doing that and how I put the corbels on. So if you wanted to get that similar look, you can watch the video, and it's pretty simple. It's a lot like doing the board and batten that we did. Sorry, we're all over the place tonight, guys. We're trying to finish this up. Look, I got one little patch of paint. I can say I painted in the kitchen now.
Get to painting, Zeb.
I had to show him the island.
Zeb wants to go out to dinner and go watch a movie. So we gotta get going.
Hazel asks if the little ones are going to knock their noggins on the corbels. They shouldn't. Jack's head's above the counter height now, so he should be all right.
We don't have any little ones anymore.
Yeah, we don't have any toddlers. Jack, he's full running now.
And my nephews come to visit, so they'll probably bump their heads on it, but they're not my kids. Just kidding.
Mostly there'll be some bar stools. Sorry, you see me over here reading comments.
There's gonna be bar stools. We bought new vintage bar stools.
They're cool. They're off the Air Force base up here, and they're from the 70s. Is that what you said?
From the 50s.
Oh, from the 50s. They're awesome. They're metal with wooden seats, and I'm excited. Jamie's like, "Do you want these ones?" I'm like, "Well, you're gonna probably buy some that I don't love, so I may as well get a chance to pick them, right?"
Well, they're kind of industrial, and it's I always do everything kind of feminine farmhouse, so I'm trying to add a little bit of industrial.
I love the industrial look. If I had my druthers on decorating, which honestly I probably wouldn't decorate at all.
Because you don't have time or you don't care.
But I like industrial a lot.
It's good that you don't have strong opinions about decorating, because you can always tell when you walk into a home when the wife and the husband don't agree, because nothing goes together. Like the husband picked the couch and the wife picked the entertainment center. Just let one person be in charge. It'll look better. Even if it's not your style, it's better to just have one person pick.
So I got this extension at Home Depot. It's like $36, but this thing will extend to 12 feet.
You're like, right there's lines.
I'm
No,
not done.
over about a foot to your right.
Okay.
Go down. You see
No,
that?
I'm ready. I'm coming back.
You gotta be careful, because with latex, it's not like chalk paint. You just can't keep working it.
I can't come back and sand it to a powdery smoothness.
Yeah, you can't do that. You'll lift it up and make an unsightly texture. I'm cutting the ceiling.
Are you saying this is not the same as the side of a hutch?
No, I'm cutting the ceiling here. My dad would be proud.
Doing it with a brush like a pro. Look at you.
Well, because the ceiling's also white, so you can't tell if I get a little on the ceiling. Although if you got a lot on the ceiling, you'd be able to tell.
Oh, awesome. Alex says she did the clothespin stars with her grandkids.
Oh,
They
fun.
loved it.
Yeah, my daughter made a bunch of those. She thought they were really cute.
Yeah, industrial and farmhouse go together pretty well, I think.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well, I feel like
I'm gonna move this. I feel like you guys can't see me at all.
I feel like you can mix anything you want.
This cotton's hiding me out over here.
It's called eclectic. So I want to do industrial farmhouse, but if I feel like adding a boho and have a little bofo going on, I'll do it.
So the benefit of doing the floors at the same time
Is we don't have to.
is that we have not bothered taping the floors off or doing any tarps or anything on the floors. There's a few drips on the floors.
I'm a messy painter. There's not a little. There's a lot of paint all over the floor. But we have a brand new rug for the living room, just like the old rug, to replace the one that I got paint on. And I'm buying a new couch, but we're not going to put anything in there until we're done, because.
Yeah, we held off buying the couch until we're done painting the living room.
Whoa. What are you doing?
I'm slipping. I'm gonna have to.
Careful, because
I'm
there's
gonna
all
need
that
you-
dust there. You do not want to get that in your roller.
I'm watching it. I'm gonna need you to come back and either wipe that off with your ladder
Where?
and cut that with your brush there.
Where? This part here?
Yeah, no one will ever
Oh.
see it unless they're standing here
It's
just
fine,
like
I gotta
I
cut
am.
above this door anyways. There's like an inch of dust on top of our cabinets.
We just keep throwing more decor stuff up here, and the crown molding has hidden all of that.
So we have to get the little vacuum up here. Our vacuum comes apart in 2 pieces, so.
So
Alright,
I'm just getting as close as I can without touching the ceiling here.
yeah, if you
And then
roll it-
Jamie will come back in with the brush, or I can later if she can't reach.
the problem is you're leaving a pretty big margin. It's unfortunate.
This is first coat right here, you gotta
Yeah,
know
well,
that.
if you go the other direction, like I did on these, then you don't
But
have
I
to cut.
can't go sideways that much.
Come on, do it. Sideways. Look, you're doing good. You got it. You need more paint on your brush.
I know, I just ran
You're
out, and
pulling
then we
paint
tried
off.
to do the sideways.
If you go sideways, then you can run the
You know, I'm
roller.
standing on a bucket, I should've just extended this out. Ta-da!
You can put a roller on there. Sorry guys, we're missing comments.
So Linda asks why you also decided to paint the walls white too.
Because I wanted to. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Because in all the houses, so what I suggest when you're trying to decorate, I suggest go on Pinterest, go on like Instagram, and look and see other people's homes that you like. And every home that I'm drawn to is very white. And I know that that's kind of trendy to do the white on white, but I love farmhouse. I've loved it for years. And a white farmhouse has been popular for as long as I can remember. So I just decided to just go with it, even though it scares me a little bit to go all white. And I'm going to have a lot of white in my decor, and then I'm going to add in color the way I want to. It's just paint. If I hate it, I guess I can repaint it. We'll just go.
Exactly, you can repaint it.
I probably won't because I hate painting, but I think white is really clean.
Well, and we film a lot in here. It's kind of, this whole area is kind of like our film studio. It's where we do all the projects on the kitchen island. And it's, the way our lighting and windows is set up, it's really dim in here a lot of times.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of natural light, so this kind of mimics that and allows us to have much better reflective quality. So for that purposes, aside from the decor, it's good for filming, for photography.
It'll make our Instagram look amazing.
That's right. I'm gonna go from 4,000 followers to 40,000. Oh, that's the second time I've done that. Oh, I keep pouring paint all over myself. It's all over my foot this time. Luckily, there wasn't as much as last time.
Yeah, we're painting the island the same color. Who asked that?
No, the island's already
Shar
painted. We
asked
just have
that.
to paint
So, yeah, we already painted the island in our couple lives back, I think it was.
If our landlord would let us, I would probably paint the island a different color. Maybe. I don't know.
What would you do?
I don't know, like a light, pale color.
Light pale color. Good job. All right.
And I probably would change out the appliances, not for black, I don't know, but because we have black appliances and we have a black countertop, it just made sense to go black and white with the black hardware. It just ties it all together.
So Alex asked what we've decided about the track lighting. I feel like we're still deciding. We haven't
Like,
figured
I
out.
haven't seen anything that's good. It's weird because we have vaulted ceiling.
So our ceiling vaults, you guys probably can't see it, but I'm holding this thing on like full extension
So
here.
our lighting goes at an angle, so I'm trying to figure
So
out
it-
something that would look good.
Yeah, short of like going up in the attic and doing a bunch of can lighting, I don't
Which
know.
our landlord's,
I'm
our
hiding behind
landlord
this
is an
too.
electrician, but he's also
He's
very busy
really,
working
really
out of town.
busy and working out of town right now. So,
So I feel guilty asking him to come in and put light.
be like, hey, you want to put some can lighting in the kitchen, buddy?
I have hinted that that's what I'd like is can lighting, because then you can just do whatever you want. We have to have something that.
Technically, I could
Oh,
probably.
Zebulon Ray,
Oh, let's paint on the cookie jar on the island.
you're a hot mess.
I'm working on it.
You're a mess, anyways. Who got the paint on the cookie
You
jar?
want to look at comments while you're over there?
Yeah, Zeb got the paint on the cookie jar. It's not the first paint that's been on this cookie jar.
Yeah.
It hangs out by the sink, and that's where we wash the brushes. Where are my kids when I work? What kids? No, I'm just kidding. Jack and Red, so usually they're in here with us, but when we're filming, we ask them to leave, and they're pretty good about it. Jack and Redrick are watching TV in our room while we're filming. And Eliza is across the street with her best friend, and our 15-year-old is with his friend, and our 12-year-old is with her friend. So sometimes our house is full of children because our friends have their friends all over here, and sometimes it's empty. And when we go on YouTube Live,
We kick everybody out.
we
Friends
kick
gotta
everybody
go
out.
home.
Like if they've been, like we've had friends off and on here for the last few days. We'll tell them, we got to do it live, and then they'll come back when we're done. And then the little boys are kind of used to it, so they go watch TV for a minute. We just have to make sure they're not hungry, and then they'll leave us alone.
Yeah.
I always thought when you had 5 kids, it would be a madhouse. You know what? I think kids are about as needy as you train them to be. And my kids
As you train them to be.
are trained not to be needy. They're really self-sufficient.
Our kids come out of the womb able to get their own cereal and milk. They will never starve.
I'm definitely not raising kids who are not self-sufficient for sure. But when I'm not on camera, I do make sure to do things for them. And like this morning, Jack got a bath, and I read a book to him, and we played a little bit. So we just try to break it up. White. There are many colors of white. That's right. So this is a slightly off-white. It's not a bright, bright white, although it looks like it. It's not cream. Our cabinets and our walls are not cream, but they're just like a slightly off-white. And I don't know the name of this color that's on the walls because we color matched it to the cabinets. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just call it White Swan. Just get some White
What
Swan.
color would I choose with white appliances? I think that white paint looks good with white appliances too. I actually think it might even look better. Since I had black appliances and the black in the countertop, I chose the black.
Are you hiding behind the cotton now too?
Sorry.
Yeah, Jamie is. She's
I
hiding.
chose the black knob.
This has been a really interesting live view of us painting tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Here, we can bring you in closer.
All kids should be able to feed themselves and do laundry. Funny thing about that, my 15-year-old does all the laundry for our entire family of 7. He doesn't do a super great job. And everybody puts their
He
own...
acquired that because he got in a lot of trouble.
Well, he also is video gaming a lot, which is right by the laundry room, so he keeps it rotated. But he does not have to put everybody's clothes away. He just puts it in their rooms. He only helps the little boys with their clothes. But yeah, my 15-year-old does laundry.
He mostly just rotates it through.
Yeah, you're going to have to talk to him, though, because I'm going over here for a minute.
All right. So this vault is going to be the tricky part. It's kind of why Jamie hasn't done it, because either you got to stand on the countertop because you can't get, if you lean over with the ladder, it hits the cabinets, or you lean too far and it wants to fall over. So she's been waiting on me with this extension all day while I finish the island.
Well, you're a lot. Okay, you guys want to hear some truth? I am not very coordinated, at all. Ow. I am a hot mess. So if I were to paint with that, I would be flinging paint all over the place. So it's much neater if Zeb does it. And also, I don't enjoy crafting in public. So when we go to places like Pinners Conference, Zeb usually does my crafts because I'm not coordinated. When we're filming, I usually practice ahead of time and I can edit it if I don't do a good job. So, Zeb is
I'm going to start leaving bloopers in at the end. That's what I'm going to start doing. At the end of our videos, I'm going to put bloopers in.
That sounds good.
If there's no bloopers, then you'll get regular
There
and
will
part.
never be a shortage of bloopers.
I think that'll be fun. People will actually watch our videos all the way through now.
Yeah, they want to see what dumb stuff I do.
Mary says it doesn't matter if the kids get in trouble or not, they should do laundry. He was already doing laundry, but now he does laundry for everyone.
Well, he used to do the dishes, and we took that away, and he just does the laundry. The
Yeah.
dishes is a rotating chore. It's whichever kid is close enough to be asked to do it.
It's alright though. He's only 15, but he's trying to get a job at a laundromat, so all of this laundry doing is gonna pay off.
At the dry cleaner.
Oh yeah, the dry cleaner, not the
Basically the same
laundromat.
thing. Well, I guess it's not really the same.
No, dry cleaner.
Laundromat is where we would go. Dry cleaner is where you go if you have fancy clothes. We don't have any.
All of my shirts are cotton tees.
The only thing that goes to the dry cleaner is your suit and occasionally a wool coat. I don't buy clothes that are, if they're dry clean only, I always try to wash them in the washing machine. And if it doesn't work, then I throw them away.
So I'm probably gonna have to stand on the counter to get that corner there.
They're gonna love watching you stand on the counter. Don't fall off.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna show them what you're painting when I do that.
All right. I'm back. I'm back. I accidentally got some paint on the cabinets, and
I
since
haven't
it's,
been watching Connor.
it's not an exact match, I'm gonna have to fix it. It's called responsibility. Yeah, we don't. Okay, so here's the thing about making beds. We don't make our bed, so we don't require our kids to make their beds. Sorry. So before we go to bed, Zeb shakes out the blankets because we don't use a top sheet because we're that lazy, and then we lay under the
I
blankets.
don't like a top sheet, and if it's tucked in, my feet are always crinkled up because I feel a king size bed, like I hang over it sometimes if I'm stretched out.
Well, and I do make my bed when I do YouTube tours. We do, and we have 4 chickens. Harrington actually he loves our chickens. He feeds them. They're really spoiled. In fact, we've taken down the curtain so they can see us in here, and they come peck at the window because they want our
Right,
attention.
hey, you're not giving us
Yeah.
enough treats.
She said that, okay, she asked her daughter to vacuum once, and she sucked up the cord and set the carpet on fire. I'm not saying our kids are perfect. We go through a lot of vacuums. In fact, I just ordered a brand new Dyson because we go through about a vacuum a year. And I finally decided to get the Dyson because it has a 5-year warranty. I'm hoping that it can hold up to what we...
Well, we had a Dyson before that lasted us about 7 years. Boy, I keep hitting the end over here.
Yeah. You know why I like to raise kids to be responsible? Because I don't want them to come back and live with me. Like, if they have to, I guess. But I want them to be able to live on their own. And I want when Harrington gets married, I want his wife to not feel like I didn't teach him anything. You got a line there.
Line
To the
where?
left, right there. There you go.
Did I get it?
Yeah. So you kind of have to like go soft over it, just like when I'm using the roller down here. I'm not micromanaging.
Not at all. That's okay, I'm used to it.
You're used to it.
I'm used to ignoring it.
You just do what you want anyways. Oh my gosh, my hair is a hot mess. I have showered, I promise. It's so hard. You guys, like, when I do a project, I feel like everything in my life goes on hold.
Why don't you show them the island again? Because some people might have
Okay.
tuned in, and then we'll wrap it up. Because painting these walls is probably not super exciting.
She has a teen, so I can't say it. La Bouillère Nor says, I have a teenage sister who just tried to open the wash machine during the dry cycle to put in the dirty dishes she hoards in her room. Yeah, and you know what? I've had to learn to let go because kids just aren't as clean as me. All right, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to show you the island. Zeb's been working on that all day.
Oh, take it off and show them close.
Okay, no, that's fine.
The lighting's tough.
The lighting is just fine.
All right.
All right, so you can see that he added the corbels there. Love the white. Can't tell how much I love it. Oh, thanks. All right, I'm gonna come in this side too, so you can see the side. And it kind of mimics our board and batten on the walls, so that's why we did it. And it also kind of makes it look like a finished piece of furniture, which I like. It says, my youngest is dating and I just got flowers and a card from her saying, thank you for raising a wonderful man. Aw, that's sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna show you over here. This is what I've been doing. This is actually all the way painted. I painted all this today, all the way up to there. Then I gave up.
We're gonna have to change that light fixture out because it only accepts small little bulbs.
Yeah, you wanna see where all my decor is? It's over here. And over there. We're a mess. All right, guys, I'm gonna put you back over here so you can watch the finished painting. This is what's irritating. It took me all day to paint all that other stuff and get 2 coats on it. And he's so much better than I am and quick. He's almost done with this whole area.
Except for I'm standing on a 5-gallon bucket. You guys are gonna watch me fall on my head.
Don't fall. But you're gonna need a second coat on that, right? Zeb's also better about keeping enough paint on his brush to where it won't have to have a second coat as bad as mine. I'm good at directing. I'm not so good at working. I did try. I worked very hard all day.
You did good. The
I'm
walls look
short.
great.
I got little arms.
You know, you painted most of this except for this spot above. It looks good. That's a great shot of you reading.
Sorry. There was a long comment about white. Yes, I know that white is gets dirty. But the nice thing with white is you can see where the dirt is. So when you're done with a meal, you can like wipe stuff up. I feel like when the walls were brown and our kitchen was like that tan color, sometimes things would spill.
You
And
find surprises.
yeah, I would think it was clean and it wasn't. But the white, you for sure know where the dirt is and you just have to clean it. It's no big deal. Just a little wipe it down. No, we did. Somebody says we removed the backsplash. We did not remove the backsplash. You just can't see the grooves in it because it's all white.
You
But
want to bring them in close so they can still see it? Kind of get a view of what it's looking like?
yeah.
I got a recall behind the counter, the sink is sagging.
Yeah, we're gonna recaulk it. Can you guys see the beadboard is still there? I would love to do subway tile, but it's not in the budget. Monetary wise, and it's not in the budget time wise, because that would take a minute. So maybe in the next year, if we're still here, I'll subway tile that, because that would be a fun video.
Trying to get our own place.
Yeah, it blends in. But the nice thing about having the beadboard and having the board and batten is it's all white, but it's got texture.
So we'll get some good pictures when we're all done.
Yeah.
And you guys all make sure the lighting.
And it's nighttime, so the lighting's not good. In the
yeah, I've
daytime,
got fluorescence on it.
in the daytime, it looks really, really good. It's not fluorescence. We have LEDs.
They look like fluorescence to me.
I know. We're gonna switch to better lighting and make a difference. Yes, my Pioneer Woodman stuff will look really good. I'm excited about that. I just feel like a lot of my farmhouse decor is gonna look so much better with the white because that's kind of what it's geared towards. I just never had the okay from my landlord. IKEA has good LED strips. Well, we got some lights from IKEA over here. You wanna see these ones? And they're yellow. And so I'm gonna have to switch those out. Yeah, I definitely, and you know how, if you guys have followed me for any length of time, I'm always changing out my decor all the time. So having a neutral base will allow me to change stuff out. I want to do a lot of greenery and a lot of natural woods, and I couldn't really do natural woods before because it really clashed with the oak, because we have like the yellow floors and the yellow cabinets, the yellow oak, so it'll look a lot better. Deb, you're doing such a good job. Look. Ta-da. He's almost. Look at that.
I've got to do some touch up, but we'll wait till we're done with the live to
Yeah.
climb all over the kitchen on the counters and stuff.
Zeb plays games on his phone. I just got a notification for his game.
What is it? Is my plan more about to
Your
end?
silver clash something or other. I don't know.
Oh, my silver chest.
Your silver
It just got
chest.
done unlocking. That's important.
Yeah, I feel like white. I feel like if you're not super good at decorating, if you just go all white, you're good, right? When we're finished, we're not taking, this is our time off. When we're finished, we're gonna get back to the grind of, well, I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll do more furniture for the shop.
Well, a bunch of stuff sold in the shop over kind of the last week before Christmas.
Yeah. Well, what we've been doing, like, in preparation for this is I got, like, on top of all my online orders, and then we painted a bunch of stuff for the shop and got it really full, so that way we could take time off. So when we're done, I'm sure the shop's gonna need furniture, and I'm gonna have to
You've got some
restock.
classes and things this coming up here in
Oh,
January.
yeah. I've got 2 classes at the shop in January that I'm gonna be doing, so that'd be fun. The landlord, so we get this asked a lot. Somebody says, ask Zeb if he ever repairs table, chair, furniture, legs with dowels. Yes, he does, all the
Yes.
time. It works great. It's one of the best ways to repair broken legs. All right, back to the question about my landlord. We actually pay under market value every month because we rent from his cousin. So she doesn't necessarily give us expenses out of our rent, but she does give us off every month, so we have a really good rent, so I don't mind. And she's super sweet, and so I'm happy to do anything that helps. And I don't even know that she'll like all white. Like, she might want to paint it when we moved out. We've lived here 6 years, so it was needing to be painted anyways. How long was I doing furniture before we had a shop? I don't know, 5 years?
Yeah, we've only recently gone into a shop.
My
this year.
retail space, I just went in May, and I've been selling it fairly full time for 5 years, but I've been selling furniture in consignment shops for like 8 or 9 years, but I just did a piece here and a piece there. But for 5 years, I've been selling consistently online. And I only got a shop because I found a really great space that's close to home. It's like 5 minutes from my house, and the gal that I rent my space from, she's really sweet, and I really like her. We get along really well. I'm gonna move out of Zeb's way.
Watch out.
And I don't pay a lot in rent. At least I don't think I do. So,
Are we knocking everything over here?
so it works out well for me. And then I don't have to have, like, it got to the point where I had a bunch of people at the house all the time. So, it's nice not to have weird people at the house all the time.
Nobody's weird. We just don't know them.
Do you sell locally or do I ship? So I ship online, like on my website, and I have shipped furniture out of state a few times. And I sell, like, we have a coffee table that we make where the legs go inside of it, and we ship that nationwide. That's really easy because it's like a giant box. But I don't really sell a lot out of the state. I mean, I have a few times because all of my stuff sells locally, so it's really not necessary to sell out of the state. And not that shipping is really hard, but it is.
I got some on the cabinets.
You got some on the cabinet?
Yeah, I hit it. Come walking up
Oh,
here.
hold on, guys. Anyways, I think it's easier to sell locally than to ship, so unless I have to, I don't ship.
We might be able to get a higher price out of state. 'Cause
Yeah.
Utah's really competitive, but by the time we ship it and go to the effort of dealing with that, it usually washes out.
Yeah, and then you gotta wait a few weeks for the person to come that's gonna pick it up to ship it. It's not instantaneous, and so we just sell, like, we live right in the middle of a metropolitan area. There's probably, what, a few million people within an hour of us?
I think it's like 2 million. in
Yeah,
the-
so there's like 2 million people within an hour of where we live. So we don't, I mean, there's a huge buying pool, I guess I could say. Somebody asked me a question, I don't know where it went. Where's your phone? Sorry. Oh, yeah, selling at a consignment store is hard, so that's why I stopped doing consignment, because they want 50%, and that's killer. Like, that cuts into my profit. At my retail space, I pay a small amount every month, and then I pay 15% of all my sales, so it's not bad.
All right. Shall we wrap it up? Say goodnight?
It's my home, not exactly. So somebody said something, I feel like this is important. We're gonna wrap it up, but
All right.
Catherine said, I also rent and I do things around the house. It's my home, just not my house, so I want it to be nice. Exactly. We're not spending a ton of money. All said and done on the actual house, we will have spent under $1,000 to do this entire upstairs. And to me, it's worth it to live in a home that's beautiful and makes me comfortable and works well for my business. It makes good business sense for me to have a pretty home because I can take nice pictures and I can grow on social media. So it's a small investment with a huge return. So, all right, I hope you guys all had, if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. And if you just finished up celebrating Hanukkah, I hope that you had a great Hanukkah. Somebody asked, why do we rent instead of own your home? Because real estate is expensive, so we have not gotten that part, but we're planning on it. We're working really hard to buy our own house. But being self-employed, I don't know if you guys know this, some people do. Zeb doesn't have a regular job. Like YouTube, website, and selling furniture, that is all we do. So we are 100% self-employed, and only recently so. Zeb only quit his job a few years ago, so we have
It'll
not.
be 3 years in April that we've been doing this together full time.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the point where we show enough money on our tax returns to buy a house, so it's gonna be amazing.
That's really it. No one will give us a loan. That's why we don't have one.
So we've gotta save up for a huge down payment so we can get a loan where we can qualify. Anyways, we're gonna head out. We love you all, and we will be back live maybe tomorrow.
I think I'm gonna actually try to edit a video tomorrow. We'll see where we're at.
He's not gonna edit a video. His parents are coming tomorrow. There will be no editing. We'll see you live tomorrow. Bye, guys. How do you end this?
You hit finish.
Oh, well, there's no finish.
There's
Do I
a
just
little
hit the
up
X?
there. Yeah.
Oh.